There's 8 people in the waiting room.
Who's on the phone with the last 3785?
Okay.
Who's this?
Hello,
Yeah, this is Constable Jackson. Who is this?
this is Chris Thomas.
Chris, are you a plaintiff or a defendant?
I'm a plaintiff for Meridian Properties.
Okay, hang on. I'm checking you in. All right.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay, what was your name again? Chris what?
Last name Thomas.
Thomas. We'll say, okay, Chris, just hold what you got, all right?
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
Your Meridian Properties or Meridian Apartments?
Meridian Properties.
Got it. Okay, I'm gonna mute you back. It's at 885. Last three, 885. Hello? Hello? Yeah, this is Constable Jackson. Who's this?
This is Ricky Cobbs and Joanne Garcia.
All right. Joanne Garcia.
Yes, sir.
And what's the other name?
Ricky Cobbs. They got it on as Rick Cobbs.
Cobbs, C-O-B-B-S.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Cobbs. Let me get y'all checked in. Okay, I'm gonna mute you back. Just hold tight with what you got. You'll be here in the virtual courtroom, okay? Seven eight five. Who's this? Phone number ends in 785. Hello? Who's
Hello?
this? Hello, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
This
Mr.
is
Cobb.
Rick Cobbs.
All right,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Cobb, just listen and stay muted, okay? I'll
Okay.
let you know when you need to unmute. Thank you. Hello, who's this at 785? Last three numbers of your telephone are 785. Hello? Hey, this is Constable Jackson. Who's at your last three of your phone number are 785. I need to check you in. Hello?
This is 1785.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Naomi Villanueva for Julia Villalon and Cedric Villalon.
Okay. Give me your name again.
My name is Naomi, Noemi,
Uh-huh.
Villanueva, Veanueva, and I'm just speaking for them because they're both ill. Ms. Villalon is unable to speak because she just got out of the hospital 2 weeks ago, had surgery.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Villanueva. I appreciate it. All right. I will what I'm gonna do is mute you. Just stay muted. You'll be in the virtual courtroom. You'll be able to hear everything. But just stay muted until I unmute you or ask you to unmute, okay?
Okay, and now I would like to ask the court too, because I'm a little bit of hard hearing. I'm disabled too. I'm just trying to help her to the best of my ability.
Okay, all right. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. This is Constable Jackson. Who are you with?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, there you go. I'm the constable. I'm not the judge. I'm just checking in.
You did say that. I do recognize you from the courthouse. I'm here. I'm an agent for Nationwide Compliant, and
Okay.
I am here for Brentwood Apartments, case 0063.
Gotcha. What's your name?
Sonia Wright. And this is possession only today.
Okay, Miss Wright, we're going to do something. We're going to try something a little different today. We're going to try to leave everybody in the virtual courtroom so you can see and hear what's going on, but I will mute you, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. I'll get you checked in. Mr. Alcatel, is that right? Marriage. There we go.
In the house because they know they're moving, so yeah.
Hey, Savannah,
Yeah.
this Alcatel Joy Tab,
What?
I don't know, that's what you named it. Mr. Alcatel, can you hear me? Yeah. You can't, I'm getting no audio for you.
I don't. You don't get that is. What is it? #6.
His audio is not connected because I don't have the option to even ask him to unmute.
Yeah, that's his audio. He's have to hang up the call on his phone.
Mr. Alcatel, can you hear me? If you can, just nod. I don't think you can hear me.
You can't say
Yeah, you're
you're
gonna
gonna
have to
do this.
disconnect it.
Judge Cancino's office, how may I help you? Hello? Hello? Yes, can I help you? What is your name?
Fifteen
And are
forty-one.
you calling, is there a Kevin Casey on the, named on this,
Yeah, I mean, he's not in the. Oh, it's backwards.
Okay, yeah. So you're in the waiting room, so he's gonna be bringing you in just a minute to get everybody, he's working on getting everybody checked in. But with Zoom, it takes a while because not everybody knows how to work it. So you're just gonna have to hold. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Bye. Where are you in the hallway?
Because I was just getting set up out there. I'm coming in. What do you want? I'm here.
Oh, no, I didn't know it. I was like, don't do it like in.
Mr. Casey, can you hear me? Mr. Casey, can you hear me? Same problem, Mr. Casey. Kevin Casey, can you hear me?
It'll be Ronnie. Ronnie.
They tell them they have audio, but they don't have audio.
Yeah, there's no mute option whenever they don't have audio.
They're connecting on there. Sometimes it takes a while.
So y'all used to wear these when y'all were younger? Like always have a trombone on your wrist? Sometime. I want y'all to know that I recently learned that contributed to why my carpal tunnel was so bad in my left hand. You know what I mean? Cause I mean, I would have that, it would just stay on, like it would, you know what I
But is
mean?
it tight? When is it tight?
Any chunk on your wrist.
Mr. Casey, can you hear me?
She wears a fucking size 4 wedding ring and she wants to know why the trombone's not tight on her wrist.
You're at your.
If you can hear me, Mr. Casey, your audio is not working.
Look at the difference between your wrist and my wrist.
There we go.
Look, 2 of your wrists and 1 of my wrists. Put down.
Mr. Casey, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I could hear
All
you.
right.
It's all.
All right.
loose on her
You're-
wrist.
So your audio is kind of cutting in and out.
It's all just.
So
Yes, sir.
if it cuts out again, or if you're having trouble hearing, you may have to disconnect from the video and just call in on the phone number that's on the
Okay.
instructions. But it's connected now, so we'll keep it going for now, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Who you here for, Mr. Casey?
Yeah, because that carpal tunnel that's there.
For Ronnie Casey?
restricts the nerves.
Yes, sir.
And so
All
it
right.
does something, you know.
On both hands? We weren't on both
No.
hands.
okay.
All right, I'm gonna leave you in the virtual courtroom and you're just gonna be muted, okay?
Yes, sir.
That way for the right. See what I mean?
I don't think that's football.
We saw that. We were at
Well,
April?
FaceTime, I'm not really-
April, can you hear me?
we were
But,
at,
um,
we were at,
All right, can you hear me, April?
so.
Yeah,
Okay, you're here for Wendover?
yes, sir.
we'll try to actually play in Bronco. Oh, okay, Thursday. It was Thursday then.
Okay, we're gonna do it a little bit different. I'm gonna leave you in the courtroom, the virtual courtroom. That's gonna mute you, okay? So you're able to hear what's going on.
Okay.
Thanks.
So Ian has to do like a big sign. Because they're seniors, they paint big
Oh, that's
signs.
one thing
and
that
they
he does.
put
Like, he's
bonfires
really smart.
for seniors.
He brings everybody in.
So, yeah, he's down to make a big
Everybody can
sign.
sit there and listen the whole day.
Okay.
Instead of sitting and waiting. and staring.
Hello, I'm trying to reach the person that their phone number ends in 819.
Like, we get the budget.
Makes sense.
I just been pretty.
You should be able to hear me. if
Yeah,
you're-
that's me.
Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
that's me. Yeah, that's
All
me.
right, what's your name?
Dwayne Stevenson.
Mr. Stevenson. Are you representing somebody, Mr. Stevenson?
Basically what it is that,
No, Mr.
is
Stevenson,
an
I don't know
eviction.
your case. Are you here to represent someone? Are you here to represent yourself?
I represent myself. Yes.
Okay, I found you. I have okay. Yeah, I've got you now. Lionel Stevenson. Sorry, Mr. Stevenson, you were kind of hidden on the thing there.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, I'm going to mute you, but I'm going to leave you in the courtroom so you're able to hear what's going on, okay?
Okay.
All right. Are y'all screwing me over there? It's not muted, so they can hear what you're saying. I hope y'all know. So,
Can you mute real quick? Are you muted?
see if I,
You're gonna have to task manager and get, and then start. Here's your book.
At least we got one right away.
True. My son's engaged.
yes, ma'am, on the iPad.
Go in the mailroom.
Are you here for 96 West Apartments?
And plan on
No,
writing
you can't hear me.
in a month.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you here for 96 West?
Yes, sir.
You, Dimitri, is that right?
Dimitri?
I'm
Dimitri.
almost done. My Amazon card here.
All right, Dimitri, I'm going to leave you in the virtual courtroom, but you're going to be muted, okay? So you'll be able to hear what's going on and see the progression of the cases. All right?
Okay.
Maybe just tied on this
Yeah.
I'll be back. He's busy right now.
Oh, I need it.
Mr. Howard?
Yes, sir. Howard Bailey here.
All right, Mr. Bailey, hang on just a second. Let me make sure I got the last one checked in. Who are you here for, Mr. Bailey?
I have two evictions pending today, Your Honor. I represent Frank Elliott and versus Joanne Garcia and also Rick Cobbs.
And Rick Cobbs. Okay, Mr. Bailey, I'm not the attorney, I'm the constable. I'm just checking you in and running the meeting a little bit, okay?
Nope.
So I'm gonna leave
No
you here.
problem.
in the court. I'll leave you here in the virtual courtroom. You'll be able to hear what's going on, but you'll be muted, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'll just checking you in. Thank you.
No problem.
Judge, shut your chamber door.
Have I heard that? There we go. Almost there, almost there. No.
I still can't talk during court. Even though I'm not the one on Zoom.
There's a plus.
She needs me to-
Yeah, she's enjoyed the peace and quiet.
She needs a break from it.
Uh,
That kind of
Drew.
stuff drives me insane.
Oh. Drew, can you hear me?
I got you.
All right. Who you here for, Drew?
I've got, actually, I need to dismiss one at Kennedy Ridge, and then I'm here for 29 Kennedy Ridge, McGaha.
Okay, so you're here from McGaha.
Yep.
What's your last name, Drew?
Galt, G-A-U-L-T.
And you need to cancel the other one for Kennedy Ridge?
Yep, 36. I think.
Jose Martinez? We're going to dismiss Jose Martinez.
Yes, he paid in full.
Okay.
Okay, mediation was July and
Is it
set an
section
agreement.
Okay, I'm going to leave you. We're going to try something a little bit new. I'm going to leave y'all in the courtroom so you'll be able to hear what's going on. I'm just going to mute you, okay? So it's your turn.
No problem.
I don't know. There's nothing.
You can't click a button, but you can tell.
Okay, everybody that can hear me, go ahead and unmute.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can go ahead and unmute. We'll all be in the same courtroom.
That'll work.
Or right here.
Yeah.
So this just flips over.
Mr. Stevenson, can you unmute? Ms. Garcia, Mr.
Yeah.
Cobb, mute. Dimitri, I need you to unmute. please.
Front here. Yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah, split. The cat.
Is it star six to unmute?
If
If you're on the phone, it'd be star six to unmute.
It's not, it's just, yeah, now we're just getting, okay, but doing this all at one time.
Okay, I got everybody, Judge, I got everybody two unmuted. Everybody, if you try to keep the noise level to a minimum for just a minute, the judge is going to swear everybody in.
Okay, good morning.
Morning.
I'm Lance Consino. I'm
Morning.
Justice of the Peace here in Precinct 4. And this is an eviction hearing. So anyone who will be talking to me, that is a tenant, a landlord, a witness, will need to be sworn in this morning. So will everyone who will be appearing in court this morning, please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
If she's.
Okay. Okay, Judge, I muted you. I had to mute. I muted everybody at once. So everybody's muted now.
Okay.
There you go, Judge. Let's see. Let's start with Mr. Galt at Kennedy Ridge. He's got one with no defendant. This is number 65.
Number 65, okay. Okay, and this is Kennedy Ridge versus Etisha McDade and Kelly McGaw, huh?
Yep, correct.
And your name, sir?
I'm Drew Galt.
Drew, okay, Drew Galt, okay, yes. And you are seeking to evict Ms. McDade and is it
Mr. McGaw.
also Miss McGaw? Okay.
Yeah.
And all other occupants from 5525 4th Street, Unit 29, is that correct?
Correct. And if I remember right, Judge, I think I filed this just based on breach of lease. We've had damage to the property and police and domestics and all that. I don't think I filed it for rent.
Okay, so breach of lease. And is are Ms. McDade and Ms. McGaha, they're not with us today?
No, I don't believe
They're
so.
not here.
Okay, good.
They're not checking.
Okay, good. Then I've got that marked. Okay, then I'm showing a monthly rent of $695. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Okay, but you are not seeking any back rent?
No, sir. We just want possession.
Okay, then the judgment is for $0 plus the court costs.
Okay.
The bond for appeal is set at $695. The eviction is granted today, 14th of September, 2021.
Yeah, and my other case, I think he already told you, but my other case I'm dismissing because he paid in full.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him, Drew. I just marked it off.
Okay. Okay. How does that work as far as, since they didn't appear today, how will they know that they've got the 5 days?
They'll receive a letter.
Okay. Okay.
And let's see, then do we have anything further this morning?
That's it for me.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Sure. Thank you, Judge.
Bye-bye. Bye now.
Okay, Judge, the next one will go down to 72. Meridian Properties. It's the only other one with no defendant. Mr. Thomas, can you hear me?
I'm here.
All right, you're on with the judge. You were sworn in, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Thomas, you're representing Meridian Properties,
Yes, sir.
and you are seeking to evict Estella Wiley and all other occupants from 306 Toledo Avenue, Unit C2.
Correct.
I'm showing a monthly rent of $795. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And on what grounds are you seeking the eviction this morning?
For unpaid rent.
For unpaid rent. And what is the amount of unpaid rent?
1,590.
1,590, and that is unpaid rent alone.
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. And the defendant has chosen not to appear this morning. The judgment is granted for $1,590 plus the possession of the property. The bond for appeal is set at 1 month's rent, $795. And that is signed today, September 14th, 2021.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. And do we have any further business this morning?
No, sir. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Okay,
Okay, we'll go back to the top. The rest of them have defendants here. And the first one is 063. Sonia Wright representing Bentwood. And Glenn Stevenson is here. And I'm not sure if he got sworn in. I asked him to unmute. Glenn Stevenson, are you here? Can you hear me? There you go.
Yes, I'm here.
I'm here. Did you get sworn in?
No, I did not.
Yeah, Judge, I think he missed it. I had two miss out, I think.
okay. Linnell Stevenson and Medea, is it Medea Price?
It's media, but media price.
Media
yes.
Price, okay. Is she
Yes.
here today? Or is it just you?
No, she's currently in quarantine right now.
Okay, so it's just you, okay. Sir, if you will raise your right hand to be sworn in. You solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you. Then let's see, who is representing Bentwood?
That would be me, Your Honor.
Yes, and your name is?
Sonia Wright.
Sonia Wright, okay.
I'm an agent for Nationwide Compliant.
I see. And you are seeking to evict Glenall Stevenson and Media Price and all other occupants from 3201 West Loop 289, apartment 008.
Yes, Your Honor, and we're just seeking possession only, not any back rent.
Okay, and that is on grounds of?
Their lease is ending. Their lease ended on March the 31st, 2021. And we do not wish to continue their lease. We gave them an advance notice of their lease ending January the 25th, and then a notice to vacate on August the 12th.
Okay. I'm showing a monthly rent of $750. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Then Mr. Stevenson?
Yes.
Yes. Do you understand what is going on here?
Yeah, I understand, but the deal was the current manager at the time was a Melissa Long. Basically, where we was, me and my wife got sick with COVID back in March. As you remember, those offices was closed at the time. Okay. We did contact Melissa and let her know that we had COVID. Okay. And we were working on getting that rent paid at that time through Texas rent relief. Okay. Push come to shove, she just said, we'll just go month to month until we're able to actually sign that lease. But she was just worried about her health at the time. So she said, just get well first, because going through all this and you don't see the end, you know how that goes. But basically the situation was we did all the legwork. Basically Texas Rent Relief did pay them that back rent. But the deal is, if they was actually worried about the actual lease, why did they take the actual payment from Texas Rent Relief when they was given that payment back in July? They could have just said, hey, we don't want it. We just want to go ahead and let them move. Those funds could have went elsewhere. You see what I'm saying, Judge?
There was back rent involved, though, was there not?
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
that is why they took that, of course,
Right. Exactly.
back rent.
But the deal was they could have just said, okay, well, we don't want the back lease. We just want them out. They could have did that anyway. But the actual manager
and sir, of course, they would have been much poorer for that. So obviously they wanted to do that, but they do not want to continue on. They have that right. Since the lease ended, they have that right.
But they never gave us a chance to even sign a lease. Basically, the new management took over in May. Well, we had talked to the old manager, and she said we were going to go month to month until we actually get everything handled. Then we sign a lease. That's what we got from Melissa. Now, it's not our fault that they dismissed Melissa and someone came in and didn't honor the word that the first manager said. That's not my fault.
No, but it is their right to choose in this situation to not renew the lease, and that is within their legal rights. And so there is no, you have not presented any evidence that that would change the court's mind about proceeding with this eviction. And so,
well, what can I ask? Can I ask the reason why they don't want to renew the lease?
You cannot ask that in court because you cannot talk to them. The only way that you can do that is to talk with them afterwards and see if they might make a different arrangement at some future point in time. But as of this morning, the eviction is granted. The judgment is for $0, but court costs, and the bond for appeal is set at 1 month's rent, $750. And that is signed today, September 14th, 2021. Thank you.
How long do I?
You have a 5-day right to appeal.
Okay.
You must be out by the 6th day.
So I got to be out in 6 days. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And this case is dismissed. Thank you. Or no, I'm sorry. This hearing is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, the next one will be 067 Wendover Apartments versus Ronnie Casey. And we have Kevin Casey representing Ronnie, I believe.
I owe Ronnie Kevin Casey.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Casey.
Yes, sir.
He's himself as Kevin Judge and stuff. I put on.
Okay, and that is let's see.
We're at 67.
Wendover. Okay.
Yeah, and April's here for Wendover.
Okay, April, you're representing Wendover.
Yes, sir.
And you're seeking to evict Ronnie Casey and all other occupants from 2601 York Avenue, Unit 229.
Yes,
And on what grounds are you seeking the eviction this morning?
I am seeking June, July, August rent, and I would also like to ask for September's rent as well. So the total would be $2,700.
$2,700.
Yes, sir.
I'm showing a monthly rent of $675. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is Mr. Casey, Mr. Casey,
Yes, sir.
do you understand that you owe the $2,700?
Yes, sir, I do. I have no excuse. I got behind, tried to catch up. I had lost my job at a time. April really helped me out once before because I did have COVID. And I recently got a job a few months ago and I lost my vehicle, lost everything. And I was trying to get all that established to get all that put back up. And which is no excuse. I understand you still have to pay rent. And I just fell behind on it. So I don't know if there's anything I could do to stay here. I mean, I really have nowhere to go. And I can make payments to pay all that, or I don't know if that's an option.
If you can make arrangements with your landlord, that will work out. I'm going to ask April, do you want to proceed with this eviction this morning?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we will proceed with the eviction this morning. The judgment is for possession of the property and $2,700 in back rent. The bond for appeal is set at $675. And that is signed today, September 14th, 2021. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, Judge, the next one will be 0068, Frank Elliott versus Joanna Garcia. I have Howard Bailey representing Mr. Elliott. He's unmuted. Let me.
Correct, Your
And
Honor.
I've got Joanna Garcia and Ricky Cobbs on the line. Mr. Cobbs, if you can hear me, hit *67 to unmute. I'm sorry, *6. All right, Mr. Cobbs, you there? Oh, no, he's not there yet. Mr. Cobbs and Ms. Garcia, can you hear me? You need to unmute. You need to hit *6 to unmute. Ms. Garcia, Mr. Cobbs. Hey, Savannah, it's *6, right? Yeah, *6 to unmute. Judge, they're on the phone.
Still muted.
Yeah, they're not unmuting. Mr. Cobbs, if you can hear me, hit *6 to unmute. We got one other case if we want to jump to it.
Okay.
Come back to Mr. Cobbs and we'll see what we can do from there.
Okay, let's do that. Is that
Yeah.
6-9?
Oh, hang on a second. Hitting the wrong buttons here. It is.
Can you hear me?
Oh, wait. Mr. Cobbs, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Mr. Cobbs, hang on a second. You're in the courtroom with the judge. We can hear you. Mr. Bailey, if you would unmute, there you go.
Here.
Okay, now you've got both parties there, Judge, for
Okay.
6-8 and 6-9. I don't know how. I don't know if they're separate cases. I guess they're separate cases.
They are, Your Honor.
But
They are?
Anna Garcia is on the phone with Mr. Cobbs.
I see. Okay. So, Mr. Bailey, you're representing Frank Elliott?
Yes, I'm his attorney and agent, Your Honor.
I see. And you are seeking to evict Rick Cobbs and all other occupants from 2505 25th Street?
That's correct, in the rear apartment or wherever in the premises he may live.
Okay, in the rear apartment. And you're also seeking to evict Joanne Garcia, is that correct?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor, and it's my understanding she lives in the main house, in a room in the main house.
Okay, let's do that one first. Let's see that here. So Joanne Garcia, is she on the lease, and is Mr. Cobb on the lease?
Your Honor, this is unusual situation. There is no lease. There's never been an agreement with my client. Frank Elliott is the owner of the property. I faxed or emailed a deed yesterday showing that he is the record owner. And Frank Elliott was a previous dean of the Texas Tech Law School here. And his daughter lives in that property, but she is also being removed from the property. She has no authority to give permission to anybody to live there. And these people are squatters. They live there without my client's any authority whatsoever.
I see. And so Joanne Garcia and Rick Cobbs are both squatters, is what you're saying?
Correct. They do not have a lease. They have never paid rent, and they have been given the proper eviction notice. We're asking they be removed from the property with their belongings.
And the owner of the property is?
Frank Elliott.
And
he's dead.
What was the situation? What was the situation with the daughter?
The daughter also lives in the property, but she is not an owner. And I think that Mr. Cobbs and Miss Garcia are going to say that Lindsay Elliott gave them the authority to live there, but she has no authority to do so.
He's been living in this house for a little over 10 years.
Do not interrupt. Ma'am, do not interrupt. Do not speak until you are spoken to. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I'm continuing with Mr. Bailey for just a moment to try to clarify what the plaintiff is saying. So, but there is no eviction for the daughter.
Not yet, because she's moving out voluntarily. She'll be moving out of town.
I see. Okay. All that is just to clarify the situation here. Then, so the contention then is that that Joanne and Mr. Cobb, that Joanne Garcia and Mr. Rick Cobbs have been squatting where this daughter was living.
That's correct.
Okay. Okay. Then let me go to Miss Garcia, and you can tell me what your defense is.
She's been living in this house for a little over 10 years. And when I moved in, she told me I could move in if I would help her around the house, go to the store for her because she's old.
Okay, so you were allowed to live by her in the residence.
Yes.
And there was no agreement between you about this. There was no legal
verbal
agreement, just a verbal agreement.
No. Yeah, no. And I mean, she was she was living by herself in the house. She was lonely. You know what I mean?
I see.
Like,
Okay.
and she wanted company, and I help her with her dogs. I help her clean, cook. I go to the grocery store for her.
Okay. You are, since she is leaving, obviously, then the legal right of the owner of the property is to evict all residents of the premises. And so
Her
that,
dad has passed away.
well, obviously this is, if the property is not going to her, Mr. Bailey, is there any, who is the owner now that the original owner has passed away?
Mr. Elliott, Your Honor, was living at the time this was filed and passed away just a few days ago. And his wife, Kay Elliott, is now going to be the owner of this property. And she is also in agreement with this eviction. Matter of fact, they were together, hired me to do this.
And so she is proceeding with she wants to proceed with the eviction.
Yes, sir.
And she has asked the daughter, is that her daughter?
Yes.
No.
It is not her daughter?
That's her stepmom.
Okay. She wants the stepdaughter to leave. Is that correct?
Yes, and the stepdaughter is voluntarily going to do that.
Okay. Based on the fact that the daughter is voluntarily leaving, then Miss Garcia and Mr. Cobbs have no legal right to remain in the premises. And so we are granting the eviction this morning. I am not showing a monthly rent.
Your Honor, if I may, I think that the fair market value of each of their monthly rent would, this house is in Tech Terrace, and I think the fair market value of each of their rent would be $750 a month each. And we would request that the bond be set at that amount.
I will mark the amount of rent as $750. And the eviction will be for possession of property, $0 judgment. The bond for appeal will be set at $750 for Miss Garcia. I'm signing that today, September 14th, 2021.
Your Honor, if I may, I don't have a problem with the eviction. It's just it was abruptly, and I did the maintenance and everything around here. I took care of all the property itself. I don't have a problem with the eviction. It's just that this all came about so fast. I hadn't had time to do anything with the COVID going on, and I was just needing time to get things together.
And this is Mr. Cobbs.
Yes, sir.
And we're dealing with Miss Garcia first. I'll visit with you in just one moment.
Yes, sir.
The eviction is filed today for Joanne Garcia. And Mr. Cobbs, then you are saying that you are willing to move out. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Bailey, do you want to proceed with the eviction on Mr. Cobbs this morning?
Absolutely, Your Honor. He was given verbal notice approximately 3 weeks ago, or maybe a little more, that this was going to happen. And I haven't been by the property lately, but the last time I was there certainly was no maintenance being done on anything.
I've been doing maintenance for 20 years, and I did everything around here. I mean, the plumbing is terrible. I've had to work on the plumbing every other day or so. there's a lot to be done around here, but I kept it up.
The court sees no reason not to proceed with the eviction. Mr. Cobbs, you have a 5-day right to appeal this. The bond for appeal will be set at $750. The eviction judgment is for possession of the property and $0, but there are the court costs that are attached to that. Bond for appeal is set at the $750, and you have 5 days to vacate or file the appeal.
Your Honor, if I may, could I have a little bit more than 5 days? That's all I'm asking.
I'm sorry, legally, the court is not allowed to grant any more than 5 days.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And this is signed today, September 14th, 2021. Mr. Bailey, do we have any further business this morning?
Nothing further, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Judge, the last one will be 071.
071.
We have Naomi Villanueva on the phone to represent Julia and Cedric Villalon.
Okay.
And then, of course, we got Demetria from 96 West.
Okay. And who is it that's representing 96 West Apartments?
Demetria.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And it's Demetria?
Demetris with the C.
Demetris. Okay. Demetris, you are seeking on behalf of 96 West Apartments to evict Julia Villalon and Cedric Villalon
Correct.
and all other occupants from 5813 25th Street, Apartment A.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm showing a monthly rent of $296. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And on what grounds are you seeking the eviction this morning?
Destruction of the property.
Destruction of property. Okay.
Yes.
So you did not file anything for back rent.
No, sir.
Okay. So destruction of property. And now I will speak with, is it Julia Villalon?
It's
Or-
Naomi Villanueva.
Judge, they have
On
somebody.
behalf of,
Oh, okay. You have someone representing you?
I'm
This is
speaking for,
Naomi.
this
She's
is
representing
Naomi.
Julia.
You're representing Julia and Cedric?
Yes,
And your name is, again, is?
Naomi Villanueva
Naomi
with a
Villanueva.
VEA. Yes, with a VEA.
Okay. And do Julia and Cedric, are you presenting any sort of a defense this morning?
Okay, I would like to let the court know that I'm gonna address on Julia first. Julia is my cousin, and she's an elderly lady, and she just got out of the hospital about 2 weeks ago. Okay, Julia has issues too, mentals, and so I'm disabled myself physically, but I'm trying my best here. And she is not able to go against Cedric because he's too strong for her. I am very concerned because he bites her, he pushes her, he changed the lock in her bedroom door and just where it has a key where she can get out of there. I am very concerned for her. Okay, now on Cedric, now about Cedric, I mean, he is aggressive with her. And I would like to ask the court or somebody to help me to put him in a place where he can take his medicine like he's supposed to have, like when he was at Sunrise, you know, because he cannot handle him. Julia is not able to handle him anymore. He is very aggressive. I mean, he gets aggressive with me, but I don't put up with it. And he knows that. And I would like, you know, for Julia, I know I try to clean this place to the best of my ability because I don't have very good use of my hands because I was disabled prior to the accident. I got hit by an 18-wheeler. So I want the court, if please help me to find her another place by herself, and Cedric to be put in a place of something that they can help him with his mental illness that he has because of drugs. Because he deliberately throws water on the floor in the kitchen so she can fall. She is not allowed to come over here to eat unless he says so. I call that abuse, Your Honor.
Ma'am, I'm sure that it sounds like it. This court is not involved in such matters that would require the filing of a suit in another court. We are concerned only with the landlord's testimony concerning the violations of the lease. Demetria, what violations is it that you are?
I don't know if they were able to get you the pictures that I sent.
Yes, I see some of
You
those.
saw them, okay. And that's,
Cedric,
we spent thousands of dollars to fix. We've had contractors come in to correct it, to redo the kitchen. We replaced the stove and the refrigerator more than once. And Cedric continues to take the tiles up in the floor. He takes doorknobs not only off of their unit, but he goes around the property and takes doorknobs off. He's showering without a shower curtain. So therefore all that water has damaged the vanity, the flooring in the bathroom. And I have done for the last 4 years, tried everything I can to get him some help to be able to let them stay here. I've offered Miss Julia a place at our senior complex. She told me she would not leave without him. I said, I can't do anything more because at this point, he's going to blow up that building. And there's nothing else I can do with it.
Based on the testimony, which appears to have, hold on. There's noise in the background. Please stop that. Okay, thank you. Based on testimony of both the plaintiff and the defendant's representative, it appears that there are indeed grounds for the eviction. And I am granting the eviction this morning. The bond for appeal will be set at $296. The judgment is for possession and $0 of further judgment. I'm signing that today, September 14th of 2021.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
It's 5 days till I can find her something to live in just by herself.
That is correct, ma'am. You have 5 days to either appeal or to vacate the premises.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And if we have no further business, we are dismissed from this hearing.
Thank you.
Pero Cedric no quiero que vaya a su lado más, ¿verdad? No quiero que, porque él no puede entender ya.
That's it, Judge. That's all I got.
Okay. And the rest of these we'll put DWAP. Thank you. Appreciate it.